What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Phillip Richards here in Road to the Show in MLB 13. The show. Redundantly redundant. I know. But, yeah, so PRich is doing well. This is PRich Monday, taking over the spot of KB Monday. PRich, Chicago Cubs. Doing pretty well, man. Moved up to AAA just after maybe a month and a half of the AA season, and starting to pick up right where I left off in AA. Hitting for power, hitting for average, and doing all the little things that I need to do to try to make the big club. Still not quite sure why they traded for me when they have Starlin Castro, however you say his name. Just seemed odd to me to go after a stud shortstop in the minor leagues when you already have a super young stud on the pro level. But maybe they have some different ideas for me or him. Maybe moving one of us to third base, maybe moving him to third base, or maybe trading him. I don't know. We will just have to see. But I am fine playing in AA or AAA right now just because, like I said in previous episodes, when you get moved up super fast, you end up struggling big time in Chicago. Struggling big time in the pros because your training points just aren't there yet. I mean, you haven't had enough opportunities if you get moved up in the first season, very early in the first season, to really make an impact on the pro club. And if you really want to be a starter on the pros, you have to take advantage of every opportunity that you get when you get to the pros, because you're only going to get a few at-bats a week if you're lucky, because you're going to be coming off the bench big time. You'll get spot starts here and there when someone has to take a rest or whatever. But for the most part, you're going to be doing pinch hit duty. And if you're playing on a crappy team or whatever, they don't use you a whole lot. So when you get those at-bats, those very few at-bats in the pros, you got to make them count, or you are never going to come off the bench. So thank your lucky stars if you don't get moved up quickly. I know a lot of people, that's probably the number one question I get asked. How do you get moved up so fast? Well, it's always a tricky question to answer because there's no real rhyme or reason to it. Obviously, you have to meet every single advancement goal that you get, or you're never going to get moved up. You also have to play well, have good average, good power, all that kind of stuff. But the most important part is just being on an organization where they want to move you up. I was playing Ken Griffey Jr., if you watched that show, My Road to the Show, Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey III, I should say, sorry. He was just mashing the ball out of the park constantly, met every single advancement goal, and I played a full season almost a full season without never leaving the minor league. So it's going to happen. You're going to get stuck, and it's only working out better for that guy because you have great games in AA, you have great games in AAA. You're going to get a lot more training points, so you're going to be much more prepared when you get to the pros, like PRich just did. Moving up to the Chicago Cubs, moving up to the show, moving up to the big leagues, and there you have it, guys. PRich, and just what I thought was going to happen, getting moved to third base. Now, I don't know if this is a permanent move, but this is what I was expecting to happen because obviously we got a great young shortstop already. So putting me at third base just seems logical. Now you got both of those young studs in the infield playing next to each other. I think that is the way that maybe they thought it was going to happen. So I'm okay with this. Because I need playing time. And here's my first at-bat, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. The first season, because of the whole moving up so quickly and me just not adjusting to the life of an MLB star or MLB player, I struggled big time my first season. I'm not going to lie to you. Obviously, going up here against Jared Weaver as my first ever at-bat, it's probably not going to end well. But I could have helped myself by laying off some of these pitches. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the episodes and enjoy these series. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comment section. I'm just super excited because April's coming. April, the greatest sports month in the history of sports months. You have opening day, you have baseball starting. You get to finally see those new teams with their new players and see how they were going to stack up against the competition. You have the end of March Madness. In April, you get to find out who's the national champion. You got the NFL draft. You got NHL. You got NBA. Both of those going towards playoffs. It's just a great time of the year.